Hello friends, welcome to my video. I got a lot of suggestions last time of previous videos asking me to improve my audio. So I've done minor changes. Do let me know what you think about it. In this video, we are going to talk about natural gas sector and the four companies that are involved in this. That is Mahanagar Gas, Indraprastha Gas Limited, Adani Gas Limited, Gujarat Gas. So in this video, we are going to start off by analyzing the sector first. We'll see if this sector has growth, how these companies get cities, and how government supports. And then in my next video, we'll be doing complete detailed analysis of this each of these companies. So to start off, if you thought these were the only four companies operating in natural gas sector, you are wrong. There are many other companies, but I have not included them because the main business of companies like IOCL, BPCL, HPCL is petroleum, and Torrent Gas is a private company and it's not yet listed on the stock market. So I'll be doing mainly analysis of these four companies, and they are the big players that are there. Before I start off the video, I request you to subscribe to my channel and please like and share the video. To start off, in how many of your houses, like, do you still have the LPG cylinder guy coming? He'll get cylinder, he'll place it, he'll connect it, and then he'll take the whole cylinder and go. Isn't it too inconvenient? So this is what these companies are doing. They are operating in the natural gas sector, and here what happens is you don't have to use any cylinder or anything. There's a main pipeline which is there in entire city, and from these pipelines, small connections are drawn into each house, and each house will have meter and directly you'll be getting supply directly from the manufacturing company, so you don't have to change cylinder or anything. And this is the sector what we are going to talk about, and the gas that is coming in these pipes is natural gas, and this is called as PNG, that is piped natural gas. And what you have in left side is LPG, which is liquefied petroleum gas. First, let's see what is natural gas. So from that pipe which I told you, you are getting natural gas. So natural gas is also a fossil fuel like coal or crude oil from which you generate petroleum. But this is one of the cleanest fossil fuels available. So let me tell you why this is the cleanest, because it consists of methane. Methane is nothing but it's CH4, so it has only one carbon atom, whereas LPG is propane or butane, so it has like three carbon atoms. So whenever you burn, there is more and more carbon dioxide that is being released. We'll see that again in detail. And it is used as feedstock in manufacturing of many industries like fertilizers, plastics, and heating purposes, and even for electricity generation they use natural gas. What do you mean by feedstock is that it's not the raw material, but it's used to supply energy, that is like in the form of heat. We use natural gas. And not just that, it's also being used in house for cooking purpose. So we saw with previous slide how LPG cylinder can be replaced with natural gas pipe supply, and also it's being used in transportation for vehicles. So we'll see here that natural gas exists can be existed in three forms. One is CNG, which is nothing but compressed natural gas. Then we have PNG, which is piped natural gas, and then liquefied natural gas, which is LNG. So LNG is basically used for transporting natural gas from one place to another. You can't transport gas because it will take a lot of space, and that's why you liquefy it and then you transport. Basically, like when India is importing itself as natural gas from other countries, so this is how it will be sent to India from other countries. Then if you look at compressed natural gas, you can see the cylinder here. So this contains natural gas which is in compressed state, and this is used instead of petrol or diesel to run the car. Again here the amount of carbon dioxide produced is less, and it is cheaper and economical. So compressed natural gas is very good for vehicles and even for the environment. Then here piped natural gas, as we saw, this is used for cooking purpose. So the companies, that is MGL, Mahanagar Gas Limited, IGL, Indraprastha Gas Limited, AGL, Adani Gas Limited, GGL, Gujarat Gas Limited, they are dealing in CNG and PNG sector, and this is usually for transporting fluid or the natural gas from one place to another. Next, if we see in detail what all sectors they operate in, so few, as we saw, CNG is one where vehicles are using natural gas. Then for cooking purpose, it's used in domestic construct connection, and then they give commercial connection. So commercial connection is like hospitals or hotels where again they use gas for cooking purpose or many any other purposes. So those connections are called as commercial connections, and then industrial connections are the ones which we saw, like where they use natural gas as feedstock for manufacturing various other products. Now, let's see how these companies work. So, to understand this, it's nothing but it's basically like bidding, like just like IPL bidding. So, where you bid for players, here you bid for cities or some area which is regulated by the government or decided by the government. So, the body which regulates the bidding processes, PNGRB, that is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. So every time for bidding, they allot these many cities, and people, the companies will have to bid. And once they get the city, they will get the opportunity to develop their infrastructure there. So till now, there has been 10 rounds of biddings that has happened over the years. So I'll see, we'll look at what all bidding and how many, like how it happened in the coming slide. Now, city gas distribution is nothing, it's abbreviated as CGD. So remember this, I'll be using it a lot in the coming slides. Once a company gets a city, they'll get exclusivity benefits. That is, no other player can come and set up their infrastructure there. So they have 8 to 10 years of marketing exclusivity. That depends on contract terms. And before it was 5 years, now they have increased it to 8 to 10 years. And also they'll get infrastructure exclusivity for 25 years. So what this means is, first marketing exclusivity, that is first 8 to 10 years, immediately they get the deal. No other company is supposed to sell their gas or anything. They are not even supposed to market. So after 8 to 10 years, the other companies can sell their products, that is gas, but they can't set up their own pipelines, because you see these pipelines are from one main building and it's being dug under road and then fixed and sent to almost all different houses. So it's a lot of tedious process, and if companies keep doing it, then there won't be any, like roads won't be proper most of the time. So this is the problem, and that's why infrastructure exclusivity is for 25 years. So as you saw, within these 25 years from the beginning of bidding, if any other company wants to sell, that is, they can sell only after marketing exclusivity gets over. So after that, if they want to sell, they will have to send their gas through the already existing pipes. So the companies which already have pipes, so the new companies will have to send gas through that, and they'll have to pay some money to the already existing company to do that. So only after 25 years, the company has entirely complete freedom to come and set their own infrastructure, set their own pipes, and then connect to different houses. So usually it's not like practical, because after 25 years, like most of the customers who are there in any particular area will already be customers of the existing company. So even if you set up your facilities after 25 years, like people won't shift to your company unless you give something, like free, like how Geo did. So that's why these companies are like a bit, and then they get the exclusivity for 10 years and 25 years. Okay. Now, before investing in any company, you should see if sector has growth. So let's see if this sector has growth. To understand that, let's compare the new gas which we are going to use and the one that is already existing. So if you see composition, LPG, as I said, is propane and butane. And formula you can see here, that C3H8 and butane is C4H10, and this is methane. So lesser carbon, and every time you burn natural gas, less carbon is generated in comparison with LPG. One more thing is, LPG is heavier than natural gas. So what happens is, in case there is a leak, LPG will be like near the surface only. So whenever you switch on some flame, it will get explode, like your building might explode. So that is one more disadvantage of LPG. Whereas in natural gas, it is lighter than air. So what happens is, even if there is a leakage, the gas will go to the top of the ceiling and it won't be near the surface. So even if you switch on the like stove or something, it won't catch fire. Then LPG is distributed, as you know, in bottles or tanks, in gas bottles, but natural gas is conveyed via pipeline. LPG is costlier than natural gas, and natural gas is cheaper than LPG. One more added advantage. LPG is produced from crude oil refining and natural gas processing. So to understand from where we get LPG, let's see first where we get natural gas from. So natural gas is like derived from earth surface, just like crude oil. That is, you dig a well, you insert pipes, and then you will start getting natural gas. And this natural gas which you get can be of two types. Either it can be dry or wet. Dry is pure methane, but in wet what happens is it will have methane, propane, butane mixture. So what you need to do is you need to refine this. That's called as natural gas refining or processing. From there you separate methane and then propane and butane. This propane and butane which you have separated is nothing but LPG, and the remaining methane is natural gas. So again you can get LPG from crude oil refining as well. Now, LPG has higher calorific value when compared to natural gas. Calorific value means how much heat is generated by using LPG. So, let's say if you cook water in LPG for 1 hour, so similar to attain the same effect or same heat, you might have to cook that for a longer time in natural gas. But that doesn't mean like natural gas will become expensive. Economically, natural gas is best. So if you see all these advantages, then after analyzing both the results, it's pretty obvious that natural gas stands out because it's eco-friendly, it's convenient, like you don't have to shift cylinder, bring it and empty the cylinder, and it's also economical, it's also safe, there won't be any explosion, and it's also reliable. Okay guys, now if we see current scenario of natural gas in India, we are importing 52% of our usage and 48% is being developed within our country. So that's domestic source. And if we see where we are importing from, we import from Qatar, Russia, United States, Australia, and many other countries. So this is one more thing which you should look out for. If there is any misunderstanding between these two countries, it will affect natural gas and the companies that are operating in this sector. That's why you should do sector analysis and see where raw materials are coming from. CGD network, as I told you, it's not like extensively developed, or it's highly underpenetrated, and it's extensively developed only in three geographical areas. That is Mumbai and adjoining areas, and Delhi and Gujarat. So if you are staying in any of these three places, you can easily find this piped natural gas supply system. But in, or even the CNG which is used in vehicles, but in other places it's not that used, and that's why it's said to be underpenetrated. And this shows the potential how much the company or the player who are there in this sector has to grow. Like, they have such a large customer base to serve, and they can expand in a large scale, and they can make a lot of money. And government is also supporting this because, as I told you, of the advantages, it's eco green, and many other aspects are there which favors the usage of natural gas over LPG for house cooking and replacing petroleum or diesel by CNG. Government has decided that like their target is that they want to reduce dependency on diesel and petrol from 95% in 2018 to 70% in 2020. Now, if we see the consumption of gas in each of these sectors, so you saw that it can be used in power generation, it can be used in fertilizer industry, it can be used for CNG and other cooking purposes, and it can be used in industries or steel and other places. So if you see how much of domestic gas, and RLNG is nothing but what you are importing from other countries, and then you are again, regasification is done to you. So if you see that 14.36, okay, unit is MMSCMD, so you don't have to like buy it that, just forget it. Imagine it's 40.36 kgs, and here also it's 10.91 kgs. So we are using 25.727. So what government has said recently is that the domestic gas which we are generating in the country, everything must be first used in satisfying the city gas distribution needs. So this 10 will become 0, and this will become 25. From any one of these sectors they'll remove and they'll transport here, and then whatever is needed for that sector they'll import. So my best guess is that they'll be shifting from power, that is this 25, they'll be shifting to domestic gas. Why? Because power generation by using natural gas is costlier than coal. But why still they're using is because there is no enough coal. But now government has started bidding process for coal mines, so I feel that When there is more coal, they'll stop using natural gas, and then the natural gas which is left there will be used in city gas distribution. Then government is planning to increase its natural gas share from 6% today to 15% by 2030. As I told you before, there were 10 rounds of bidding that had happened. So if you see until 2017, not even half of the GS means geographical areas were covered, like bidding was done. Then in 2018, ninth round, they did 84 geographical areas and then 50 geographical areas. So geographical areas vary. So in one geographical area, there could be two cities or one city, that depends, and it keeps varying. So you don't have to worry about that. Just think of it as one area. So as you can see, like most of the work, that is around 60% of the geographical area bidding was done in 2018 and 2019, and right now the coverage is around 70% of India. So they have covered 70% area of India, but customer wise, it's merely not even 10% of them are using this domestic gas for in their house. Now, if you see other advantages which these companies have are that there is fixed and recurring revenue, just like LPG, how you buy every month. This also keeps coming every month, and companies will have fixed growth, fixed money coming from people. And it's almost monopoly business, as you saw. Like there will be exclusivity given, so it's very difficult for new player to enter because of very high barriers. Support from government is immense, and with more and more coal mining operation, as I said before, generating power from natural gas is costlier. That's why they will be trying to generate most of it from coal. And when this happens, the domestic gas which is being used currently in power generation will be sent to city gas distribution. And the global average of natural gas consumption is 23.4 against 6% in India. This is very low, and India should reach like 20% or 15% as aimed by the government. And CNG is cheaper than petrol by 54% and diesel by 41%. So you're literally saving half of your money per liter or per kg of CNG. So it has huge immense potential. Now we saw the advantages. There are threats also to this company. One is electric vehicles. So electric vehicles are running on electricity. When these electric vehicles start rolling out, the consumers will shift from CNG or petrol based to electric vehicles. So this is one threat which these companies have. And the dependency of CNG for different companies is like very different. One company has revenue of like 75% generating from CNG, and the other has mere 10%. So this is one more advantageous factor which you should consider. I'll be talking about details of each of these companies in next video. So stay tuned and stay subscribed. And the global fluctuation of natural gas prices and foreign currency fluctuation is another factor. As you saw, half we are importing, half we are generating on our own. So this other half, if there is some fluctuation, if there is some fight between countries, or if they form an organization and plan to raise the money, then that will affect India, and also foreign currency fluctuations. So all in all, if you see, opportunities in this sector overweighs threats, and this looks like a promising sector to invest in. And which companies to invest in, I'll be explaining in my next video, which I'll be releasing soon. So if you don't want to miss out on that, I would request you to please hit that subscribe button right now. And if you liked my work, please leave a comment below and let me know where I can improve. And your feedback is really valuable. And if you have any sector that you have in your mind which you want me to do detailed analysis on, just type it out in comment section and let me know, and share this video if you liked with everyone. Thank you.